Aisha, let's look at, and again, I'm not saying that what will happen at 4 o'clock. Right now, it is evident that the NDA is coming back to power, which is what is important. Let's remind ourselves two very famous examples. Circuit down in the market and circuit up in the market. 2003 circuit down, markets did not like the mandate. But markets then liked the way the economic momentum was moving. So we saw the biggest bull market, which happened at a time when the government was supported by left. Similarly, 2009 circuit up. Markets said, wow, policy continuity, circuit up. But then we moved into a multi-year pause. And then by the time 2014 from 2019 moved, the India had moved from top 5 to fragile 5. Right? You'd become, there were narrative which said that, BRICS, India got out. So it really depends on what work will happen now. So markets will act and react. Today, let's say if whatever we are assuming today, if it changes in 3 months, stocks will recover. And my point is very simple, that right now, if we close in the current number zone, which is 295 to 300 for NDA, it means continuity. That is something which is not going to hurt the market in a big way. Then it would be called as a disappointment to the exit poll. If the tally changes in a very drastic manner, and if the green becomes a bigger number, and then the change of government, that is something what markets are not prepared for, and that opens the downside, and that opens serious downside in the short term. So let's cross the bridge when we reach there. Yeah. As of now, we are not there.
Kunal, any trades? I can see the Nifty bank has fallen, what, 8%?
Yeah, I think it's 4,000.
Yeah.
No trades are such in this kind of a market.
Do nothing, right? Don't try and catch a falling knife.
Because it doesn't make sense to have your IVs are still at 28, 29, and that's the base which we look out for. When the event is out, when the IVs collapse, and the IVs have to collapse for us to make a sensible trade, whether it's on the short side, because if it's on the short side, you are looking at a prolonged downtick for the index. Prolonged in the sense, maybe a 5% correction further for the next 1 month. And even if it's a bounce, then I think the IVs for that has to stabilize.
Let's see, all I can say is that nobody wants uncertainty. You want continuity. That's what life is all about. Not trying to predict the uncertainty, but trying to, embrace certainty. So by the end of the day, we vote for certainty rather than uncertainty, because financial markets have now become core to India's wealth creation. And it would be painful to see that if markets go down for whatever reason, and you see a destruction of wealth. And I'm really keeping my fingers crossed that the numbers where we are right now, that slightly better becomes the reality.
We're down 1,500 points now on the Nifty. It's a 6.5% crash. Yeah, let's use the word crash now.
Now it's crash.
It's crash.
It's more than a crack.
Yeah. But anyway, you never know. Yeah, you were making closing points.
So see, opportunity and fear go hand in hand. If you waited too long, then you may not get it, because just like the fall, by the end of the day, in another 1 hour, if you cross that 310, I would expect very strong short covering.
Also,
so see where you want to put your money. These opportunities don't come knocking every day.
So give us 3 names that you recommend buying right now.
I would say, ONGC and Coal India, clearness in anything of execution. There will be no hurdles. These are, the multipliers of the year. I would say HDFC Life, which I'm very, very sure is going to be one of the outperformers. And I would say Wipro and an ABFRL, which I think are going to be relatively well, ensconced against the government and so on. So do your picks and chooses, but don't miss the opportunity also. For the next few days, the volatility and the fear is giving you an opportunity.
Yeah, and the market has now broadened so much. The depth is so much that the market will be very, very quick in reactions, very swift. Kunal, you also like ABFRL, right? Yeah, ABFRL. So can we buy the fall in ABFRL right now?
Time to buy, chip into this name. Even the large cap range, I think L&T is down some 8 times.
Yes.
That's also another attractive name. HDFC Bank has come back to a 1,500 mark. That's also very attractive.
Okay. Yeah. We toss it back to the studios.
Yes. So back to the studio for the moment.
We are keeping on those updates, and ABFRL is something that one could look at, but markets seeing a very, very, very sharp fall. Look at the Nifty, 22,000 levels below that mark. 21,722 is what the Nifty is trading at. And among the top losers, we do have the Adani names, with the Adani Port, Adani Enterprises, ONGC, NTPC, Cheryl, PSUs. Clearly, the sharp fall that's come in for PSUs as well, right? And
more than a sharp fall, it's a knock that they all are getting actually. If you look at the PSC index, the PSU bank index, all of them seeing really sharp cuts in trade today. In fact, all the sectoral indices are under immense pressure, and the pressure actually is just building more and more as the time goes by. When you talk about the markets, like you see, Nifty is fallen approximately 6% as we speak, and like Aisha was saying, it's no more just a fall coming in the market. You could actually term it as a crash, given the fact that it is over 1,400 points downtick, or rather 1,600 points downtick coming in for market. So yes, indeed a weak move coming in, and only 3 stocks gaining on the bourses today on the Nifty index, Vinny, and you'll be amazed to know they are from your pack, and they are the FMCG counters that are holding the fort.
Names, Cheryl, before. When I checked just 15 minutes back, there were larger and bigger names, or more names from the FMCG coming in, but FMCG itself also now has slipped into the red.
Yes.
That was some bit of that grave. Okay, but
if you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.